I'm going to do an insight video again today, and I feel like I want to start talking about like the ultimate moment again, the ultimate sort of like moment of vibration and frequency. It's really, really important that we sort of like we start sort of really becoming connected into this notion of oneness, this notion of opening, this notion of starting to really sort of open up our energy fields, open up our energy vibrations and frequencies to these new consciousness, these new vibrations that are coming to the planet. And this is where this eternal moment comes from. I've talked about this before. You know, when they talk about Eckhart Tolle, he talks about like the power of now. That this is what the power of now is. This is the ultimate moment. Is this oneness vibration, this oneness frequency, where we're all connected, but we're also we're open as spiritual vibrations and frequencies to shift and change and harmonize with reality in many different ways. And this is why it's important that we start to sort of connect to the universal law of oneness, the universal law of vibration, the universal law of correspondence. All of these allow our energy fields and our energy vibrations and frequencies to open, to start to receive these different vibrations, these different frequencies that these different ascended beings are working with us. So you've got the ascended masters, you've got the archangels, you've got guides that are working with you, but you've also got different planetary or different sort of like vibration frequencies coming from the oneness vibration of different sort of realities at the moment, and they're integrating and harmonizing. And this is why we're getting a lot of talk around the shift in consciousness as conscious beings. We need to walk as light, we need to walk as energy, we need to walk as these vibrations, these frequencies. And this is again part of that sort of like diamond consciousness, which is the understanding of union, the perfect union of the oneness vibration, which is the frequency that all reality, all beings are connected, and all beings are part of the same whole vibration and frequency. And that's why it's important at this time that we start to really open up to it, open up your energy, open up your hearts, open up your your infinite minds. And this is again why it's important that we start to connect once again to the soul vibration, the soul frequency, and the soul consciousness that we're each and every one of us are bringing back to the planet, and we're bringing it back to shift and change. I also feel like, you know, that's the starting part of the integrating, or like the awakening to the soul vibration, and then it awakens to a collective vibration, a collective frequency, and a collective consciousness that's needed for the planet. And this is how all beings worked in these highly evolved spiritual cultures or spiritual times. They were like one consciousness, one being. It was a collective consciousness, it wasn't an individual consciousness. When you talk about like the I am presence, you talk about the created aspect of the infinite sort of source energy, the source, again, the oneness vibration. I am is like a creative spark in each and every one of us. It's the most sort of like creative manifestation, but what it really is working within oneness vibration and oneness frequency, where we can start to harmonize, shift and release, but also create in a more spiritual way, in a more spiritual reality, but also creating in a more conscious way, where we're open very much to like this infinite vibration, this infinite oneness vibration. Many of us are sort of being asked to open up our energy, to become sort of channels to anchor in this energy, anchor in this new vibration, this new frequency for this age, for this planet, for this reality, so it can bring it back once into harmony with the ultimate reality, which is the oneness vibration. And this is what's going on at the moment for many of us. There's a lot of shifting, there's a lot of heaviness as well, because what's going on is your bodies, or like your human bodies are becoming aware of new vibration, new frequencies. So it's about sort of like shifting your consciousness. Over the weekend, I've had some like sort of a couple of days of quite heaviness, and sort of like I've woken up this morning and I feel like I'm being sort of directed again, just to come back into that vibration, come into that frequency, come back into that light, and just remain in it and allow and release things. A lot of us are worrying about things that are beyond our control, and sort of like I feel like the ascended masters, the guides, the beings are telling us that, you know, to release that. So, you know, let go of those kind of things that are beyond your control. What you can sort of harmonize with, and what you can become connected to is this eternal moment, and they're saying in the eternal moment there are no worries, there is nothing that is beyond your control, because then you're in perfect harmony, you're perfect union with all things. So they're asking us to move away from the kind of external reality and the 3D reality where we're worrying about things or we feel like things are out of control. And they're asking us to come into harmony, come into that oneness vibration, that universal law of correspondence, which is again the starting point of entering into your own energy, your own frequency, but also connecting into your soul frequency. And then once again, talking about the soul frequency, you've got to talk about the integration of the higher self, and how that becomes like an open channel to receive this new consciousness, these new frequencies, these new vibrations. The higher self works in perfect union as an open channel to the infinite vibration, again the eternal moment. In the eternal moment, what happens is you're in the vibration, you're in the frequency, and what you can do is at any moment, at any time, and at will, and this is the I am presence at play as well, you can shift and change reality, you can shift and change anything that's coming in. And I think, being spiritual and being open to this new state of consciousness and vibration and frequency, it shifts you from feeling at times powerless to shifting you at times to feel like more that you're open in a sense that you can create and change and shift reality, which is the part, the creative aspect of like the I am presence, but also oneness vibration. The oneness vibration is telling you you're always connected. You're always connected into a source vibration, a source frequency, and at any time, you just by being in that frequency, you can shift and change. You can use your energy in a way to shift and change and anchor in like a higher frequency, a higher vibration. And we're all open to this. We're all open to this because we're all holding, like I said, this soul vibration that each and every one of us have come down, and each and every one of us that have come down with this soul vibration are part of that oneness vibration. And the part that we're trying to do is coming back here, is anchoring, is opening up again to that oneness vibration. Each and every soul that's down here now has come with that vibration to so that we can activate it, we can become aware of it, we can become aware of that conscious vibration that each soul has, that we can once again be back into oneness, back into harmony. It's the union again, and this is what the diamond consciousness talks about, this pure union between source energy and the oneness vibration, and also all realities, all dimensions. And it's really, really important that we start to open up to this. As I start to shift and start to connect into this energy, I woke up this morning, I wasn't feeling as energized as I have, but as I'm in this moment and I'm talking about these things at this time, I feel like my energy's starting to vibrate. My energy's starting to vibrate. My sort of like source energy, or that oneness vibration is connecting to me. I feel light, I feel bright, I feel like I'm releasing things, I feel like things are shifting, changing in this very moment. And this is what the oneness vibration feels like. It's this high vibrational frequency that when you're in it, you feel like everything is sort of like vibrating in harmony, but it also allows you to feel like everything's fluid, in the sense that the ebb and flow of the universe is working with you. And once you're in that kind of state of consciousness, then you can just release things, but you can create what is needed. And again, it's important because when you connect to the soul vibration, the soul vibration opens your energy up to this vibration that's needed, for one on your individual scale, but also on the collective scale. And then it opens you up to and integrates you to the higher self, and then the higher self then becomes this open channel to receive the new vibrations and new frequencies, to shift and change your reality, but also shift and change other people's realities. We've all got a purpose, and all of our purpose is coming back into union. It's coming back into this oneness vibration, and this is what this time's about. I feel this regularly at work, where I'm anchoring in sort of energies all the time. I'm trying to bring in sacred space and like connecting to my soul vibration, my soul frequency, and I'm anchoring that energy in every day, and it's for all beings. All beings this energy is for. It's not for one being, it's for all beings. And when you anchor in this energy, the oneness vibration, the oneness frequency frequency is about that. It's for all beings. And remember, when you're talking about all beings, you're not just talking about on this plane, you're talking about all beings everywhere. You're anchoring it in, so you're opening up to this oneness frequency for your connection to all beings. And that's a really, really important sort of statement. It's a very important I am statement that creates and manifests this new shifting, this new sort of like energy, this new age of vibration that's coming in. To know that this plane of existence is not separate, it's connected to all beings, and that's the oneness vibration, that's the oneness frequency, and that's the insight for today.